when they were admitted, mostly we couldn't tell how badly they were injured because of their burns. They were burned quite badly around the face, smoke inhalation, burns around the hands a lot. There were 3 patients who had to go to the operating room fairly quickly to have their burns dealt with, and that was done by the plastic surgeons and burn specialists. There were 2 patients who had severe internal injuries with bleeding, and they had to go to the operating room fairly quickly. And there were 3 patients with bad fractures who were dealt with by the orthopedic surgeons, again, during the morning. And then in the later afternoon, we had to take further patients to the operating room, 2 more for internal injuries and 2 for more minor fractures.
Are you happy with their progress?
So far, so good, yes. I've just seen one of the patients who had to have his spleen removed, and he's looking remarkably well. He was fortunate that he wasn't burnt. He was obviously thrown across the compartment against a table, and had injuries to his abdomen.
Are you anticipating that the patients out of ITU are now stable? Are you expecting that they will make a good recovery?
Yes, I think all those who are out of intensive unit are we are hopeful that they'll all make, and pretty confident they'll all make a good recovery. The patients in the intensive therapy unit, there are 2 still causing concern. One with a rather large burn who's being transferred, now she's stable, to a burns unit at Chelsea Westminster Hospital, who've been very supportive. And the second one, who probably will be transferred this afternoon. We're not quite sure to which burns unit because they're feeling the pressure a bit now. Oh, I think it's unimaginable. It must have been like Hades, I should think. The fire must have been the most frightening. But interestingly enough, all the patients have said how calm people were and how supportive they were to each other.
And what facilities are you now making available to patients and to paramedics, to staff, doctors and nurses for healing the psychological scars?
I think that's a huge question and a very difficult one to answer just off the bat like that. I think we learned a lot when we sent young people out to the Regent's Park incident some years ago. We sent young surgeons in training, and they were devastated, picking up legs and arms and things. So we realized that was the wrong thing to do, and we've learned from that. So more senior people are always now involved with that sort of terrible injury. It does have an effect, and I mean, I last night was still trying to wash the smell of burns out of my body. It takes some time, but I think all we can do is, from those of us with experience, is give support to our juniors, and if there is need, we'll get psychologists to help people who really, if they really are disturbed by it.
Yeah.
Ray, tell me about Brendon. Is he all right this morning?
Yes, he's very stable this morning, actually. Yeah.
Blood pressure?
Blood pressure's all fine.
Pulse?
Yeah, pulse. It's very stable.
Right.
Quite good spirits as well.
Does he remember much about it? Have you talked to him about that?
We have, yeah.
Just a big sudden surge and all the wind being knocked out of me, and then just all bits of seat and everything just coming from over my shoulders. And yeah, just darkness.
What happened next?
Tried to get up, and there was plenty of people about telling everyone to calm down, and just trying to stumble my way out of the door. But there was a couple of people at my legs that couldn't move, and then another girl taking some jackets and trying to put out the fire. There's a fire in the seat.
You realised that you were mobile. Did you stop on the way out, or your priority was just to get out of the train?
Mine, yeah, I was pretty sore, but I could see the flames, and there was some people trapped underneath the seats, so we had to try and get over them and tried to give them a hand, but we couldn't. So then it was first priority, just to get off the carriage.